In the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean, far from any empire, a city of stone rises from the sea. Massive walls, artificial islands, stones so heavy they defy logic. No metal tools, no wheels, no written plans. Yet this city exists. Consider this for a moment. How did a small island society build something that modern engineers still struggle to explain? This is the lost city that, by all conventional rules of history, should never have existed. The city is called Nan Madol. It lies off the coast of Pohnpei, an island in Micronesia. From above, it appears like a stone labyrinth floating on water, built across nearly 100 artificial islets. Narrow canals separate towering walls made of dark volcanic rock. Historians believe this place served as a ceremonial and political center long before foreign ships ever crossed these waters. Its isolation only deepens the mystery. Why build such a complex city here, in one of the most remote regions on Earth? Construction of Nan Madol is believed to have begun around the 8th century and expanded for hundreds of years. The builders used massive basalt columns, stacked like logs, some weighing over 25 tons. There were no beasts of burden, no advanced machinery, and no known quarries nearby. Even today, moving stones of this size across land and sea would be a formidable challenge. Historians believe the city was expanded gradually, generation after generation, guided by knowledge now lost to time. Nan Madol became the seat of power for the Sodalur dynasty, rulers who governed Pohnpei for centuries. From this stone city, they controlled land, labor, and belief itself. The canals were not merely decorative. They separated sacred spaces from common ground, reinforcing authority and fear. Consider this for a moment. Architecture was not just shelter here, it was a weapon of power. The city's very layout reminded its people who ruled and who obeyed. Legends speak of rulers who demanded impossible labor. Basalt stones were said to fly through the air, carried by magic rather than human hands. While historians reject the supernatural explanation, these stories reveal something deeper. The scale of construction was so overwhelming that it surpassed human understanding. When a civilization cannot explain its own past, myth fills the silence. What do you think really happened when ordinary people faced tasks beyond their physical limits? Life in Nan Madol was not easy. The city had no fresh water and limited space for food. Everything had to be transported by canoe from the main island. This suggests the city was never meant for ordinary living. Historians believe it was a ritual capital, a place of ceremonies, burials, and elite control. The stones were not built for comfort, but for permanence. Power, once carved into stone, demands obedience. Eventually, the Sodalur dynasty fell. Local oral histories describe rebellion, invasion, and the collapse of absolute rule. After centuries of control, Nan Madol was abandoned. The canals filled with silence. The stones remained, but the power they symbolized vanished. Consider this carefully. Civilizations do not always fall from external enemies. Sometimes, they collapse under the weight of their own ambition. What remains today is a city frozen in time. Archaeologists still debate how the stones were transported and assembled with such precision. No definitive tools have been found. No clear construction paths identified. Some theories suggest rafts and tidal manipulation. Others believe social organization was the true technology. When thousands act as one, the impossible becomes achievable. Nan Madol challenges the idea that great civilizations only arise in fertile valleys or powerful empires. It stands as proof that human ingenuity does not require vast resources, only vision and control. But it also warns us. When power concentrates too heavily, even the strongest stone cities can be left empty. History does not forget ambition. It records its consequences. To this day, Nan Madol remains only partially understood. Was it a triumph of cooperation or a monument to oppression? Historians believe the answer lies somewhere in between. Every civilization builds symbols of its values. Stone, unlike memory, does not lie. It endures long after voices fade. The city that should not exist still stands, challenging everything we assume about ancient societies. It asks an uncomfortable question. How many other histories have we misunderstood, simply because they do not fit our expectations? Consider this for a moment as you look at these stones. What other lost cities are waiting to be understood? Nan Madol is not just a mystery of engineering. It is a reminder. Human ambition can shape oceans and stone, but it can also erase itself. The ruins remain, watching silently as centuries pass. What do you think really happened here? Subscribe for more untold stories of history.